Dear students, in the last video we have gone through Plantae, Kingdom Plantae. In this video, let us start with the next kingdom, that is Kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Animalia. It includes all the animals which live on this earth, right? So, in this animal kingdom, so how the animals are classified basically? As you know, the classification of animals. In PUC, we classify the animals in different way, right? By considering their respective characteristic features. So, but here, simply as we had classified in your previous classes that way, I am going to classify the animals. Animals are basically classified into two groups. One is chordates and second one is non-chordates. They are also mentioned to be as invertebrates as well as vertebrates. Right? So, let us start with the classification of animals. Animals, they have been classified into two major groups. One is invertebrates and second one is vertebrates, or these are chordata and these are non-chordates. So this way they have been classified into two groups. So only the difference is whether these animals have notochord or backbone. It is simply called as, based on the presence or absence of this notochord, they have been classified into two groups: non-chordates, chordates. Non-chordates do not have any notochord and chordates have notochord, right? So notochord which develops later into vertebral column, and those animals which have vertebrate column, they are called as vertebrates, right? So this way these have been classified into two groups. One is non-chordates. So we will list out all those non-chordates first, and so vertebrates first, and later we will study one by one. In invertebrates or non-chordates, the first group is that you have studied in the previous class is Porifera. Porifera is the first group. Coelenterata. Coelenterata. Second group. Third one, Platyhelminthes is third group. Fourth one, Helminthes, and fifth one, Annelida. Sixth one, Arthropoda. Seventh one, Mollusca. Eighth one, Echinodermata. These are the 8 groups that we come across in non-chordates. First one is Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, Helminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca as well as Echinodermata. And the next, vertebrates, they have been classified into 5 major groups. First one is fishes. These include all kinds of fishes. And the second one is amphibians, amphibia. Next one is reptiles and aves, all birds it includes, and mammals. Like this, there are 5 groups of chordates that we come across over here. During our classification, this is how we have classified, or in your previous class, the classification of animals have been done, right? So let us start with the study of non-chordates, that is first phylum, that is Porifera. These are all commonly known as phylums, right? So these are classes. right? So let us start with porifera first. First one is phylum porifera. As the name says, pori means porous, means pores, and fera means having. These are the animals which are pores having animals. Means these animals have many number of pores on the body, right? Such kind of animals which have many number of pores on the body, such kinds of animals are commonly known as what? Poriferans, and these are commonly known as sponges. These are commonly known as sponges. Why? Because the body of these animals is just like a sponge. Hence, these are commonly known as sponges. The best examples for these animals is a cycon. Cycon is the Euplectella. Euplectella, Spongia, Euspongia. So these are the examples for these poriferans. So one example I would like to take so as to explain some of the very important peculiar characteristic features of these animals, right? So first one is that example is the cycon. See, the body of this animal is just like this, and on the body you will find many number of pores over it. What are usually present? Pores on the body, right? And these pores are called as ostia. And there is a large pore is present at the tip of the body, osculum. Osculum it is called as. And this is a small cycon which arises from the base of this cycon, that is the bud of this animal, right? By budding method they reproduce asexually, so that is why this is one bud. And this animal which attaches to any one of the substratum, this is substratum. And since these animals, most of these animals are aquatic in nature, they are aquatic animals. Aquatic animals, right? They attach themselves to any one of the substratum in seawater or in fresh water, right? So like this, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಒಂದು ಬಂಡೆಗಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂಟುಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತವೆ ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸ್. ಸೈಕಾನ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಈ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪೋರಿಫೆರನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಮೆನಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ. And the body is just like sponge, hence these are called as sponges, right? So aquatic animals, they attach to any one of the substratum. Characteristic features na nodida. So the endoskeletal system is seen in these animals. Endoskeletal system is seen in these animals, and that endoskeletal system is made up of special type of structures, calcareous structures called as spicules. Spicules are irregular shaped calcareous material they are made up of, and even they are made up of spongin fibers and such kind of materials together form this kind of structures. And varieties of spicules that we come across over here, and these spicules make the So endoskeletal system in these sponges, right? So this is one peculiar characteristic feature of these sponges. And the next one, choanocytes, are the special type of cells. These are the special type of cells which are present inside the body wall. Since these are diploblastic in nature, means the animals have two blasts, means two body walls, right? So the inner wall has choanocytes. These choanocytes are the special kind of cells with flagella. These are the cells with flagella, and these flagella, they are moving uniformly, continuously. That help the water to enter into the body of these animals regularly and come out of the animal's body through osculum. So the entry of water takes place through ostia and exit of water takes place through osculum. This regular entry as well as exit of water that take place due to these choanocytes, right? So these are the major cells, so which play very important role, right? And these animals internally have water vascular system or water canal system is seen in these animals. Water canal system means water that circulates inside the body of these animals through certain canals, tubular structures, right? That kind of structure that we come across in these animals, water canal system is seen in these animals, right? So these are unique features of these animals, and they reproduce asexually by budding and even sexual type of reproduction that takes place in these animals. This is all about a short explanation related with the first group of animals, that is porifera. Yes. Next phylum, Coelenterata or Coelenterata. So as the name says, coelenterate, coelenteron is nothing but a large body cavity is present inside the body of these animals. A large body cavity is present inside these animals, hence they are named as coelenterata or coelenterates, right? So coelenteron means body cavity, large body cavity is seen. Example for this one is Hydra, Obelia, Physalia, right? So such kind of animals are taken as best example for coelenterates. So when we see the structure of this Hydra, so there are two types of structures are seen in these animals. One is polyp type of animal and second one is medusa type of animal. Based on their shape, they have been classified into two types, right? In detailed way, we'll study in UC1, right? So Hydra, whenever you take one example, that moment this Hydra is also attached to the substratum, and so this is body cavity and here is mouth is surrounded by tentacles. So this is how usually these animals are. You may take so here one bird also. So this is bud in this animal, right? In these animals, So this is the bud of this animal, right? Such kinds of animals, when you see, the unique feature of these animals is, so here mouth is on the anterior side, which is surrounded by large elongated structures, that is the tentacles are present over here, right? And this body is attached to the substratum. They are immobile, means they are sessile, they are said to be as, right? So this kind of animals have special characteristic features. One is these animals produce nidoblast. So these nidoblasts are the special type of cells, and these nidoblasts, they produce nematocysts. Nidoblasts produce nematocysts. So these are the special type of cell organelles produced by these nidoblasts, right? So these nematocysts, which help these animals to attack on other animals for their food and escape from their enemies. So this is the unique feature of these animals, right? Next one, here also digestion of the food take place, but since these animals are made up of tissues, so usually intracellular digestion doesn't take place over here. Instead of intracellular, extracellular digestion that take place. Extracellular digestion is seen in these animals, right? This is also one more unique feature of these animals, right? So Hydra is the best example for this one. These reproduce by budding, by making a small protuberance initially, and that protuberance later develops into small animal, and this animal which develops on the body of this parent body, right, which detaches itself from the parent body and grow into new individual. This is how asexual type of reproduction take place. After this, sexual type of reproduction also take place by the fusion of male and female gametes in these kind of animals, that is coelenterids. Next animal group is phylum Platyhelminthes. As the name suggests, platy means flat, helminthes means worm. Here flat worms, these are commonly known as. Why? Because their body is flat, paper-like, and such kinds of animals, they are called as platyhelminthes, right? The best example for these animals is tapeworm, planaria, liver fluke. These are the best examples for what? Platyhelminthes. Tapeworm, you know, it has a long, right, body, and it is just like a thin papery one. Planaria is a free living one, and these are said to be as parasites. Means some of these animals are parasites. They depend on other organism for their food and shelter. Means tapeworm lives inside the body of other animal, and planaria is a free living one, right? It is present in the soil. Planaria, free living one, as well as parasites. Since these animals are parasites, so these animals have special structures like hooks. These animals have hooks and suckers. Suckers are provided inside the body of these animals, right? Whenever you see the body of liver fluke, that moment you will find one, hooks and suckers over here, anterior suckers, these are called as, right? So these suckers would help in sucking the blood, right? So blood, the fluke is also seen over here as an example, right? Suckers, these are called as, and they are the unique feature of these animals. Here the digestive system is incomplete, right? So in these animals, digestive system is incomplete. And apart from this one, these are the first triploblastic animals. These are triploblastic animals, right? Triploblastic animals in the sense that body is made up of three blast or three layers or three walls, body walls. Outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm, as well as inner endoderm are the three body walls that we come across: ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. So hence these are commonly known as the triploblastic animals, right? So these are some unique features of these Platyhelminthes, right? So in these animals, one important feature, excretory organ. Excretory organ are plain cells, are the excretory organs in these animals. So these are some of the unique features of these Platyhelminthes. Next group of animals is Helminthes. As the name suggests, ascus means round. Ascus means round. Helminthes means, already you know, the worms. So these are commonly known as round worms. Round worms, right? So round worms, example for this one is Ascaris. Ascaris lumbricoids, it is called as. Scientific name of this Ascaris is Ascaris lumbricoids, right? ಜಂತು ಹುಳುಗಳು ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕಲಿತಿರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಒಂದು ಗುಂಪಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅಸ್ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಮೆಂಥಸ್ ಗುಂಪಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿವೆ. ಸೊ ದುಂಡು ಹುಳುಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವನ್ನ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಅಸ್ಕ್ಯಾರಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಪಿನ್ ವರ್ಮ್, ಹೂಕ್ ವರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಂಡೋಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ಸ್. These are endoparasites. Endo means inside. Parasites means parasites ಪರಾವಲಂಬಿ ಜೀವಿಗಳಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಬೇರೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಯ ದೇಹದ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಇವಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇವುಗಳನ್ನ ಎಂಡೋಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಂಡೋಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್? So Helminthes. So as the name suggests, these are round worms. So Ascaris an example agi tegedukondaga, here we can distinguish both male as well as female animals very easily by seeing their morphological features or external features. Avula external features annu nodlagi, so this is male, this is female, we can distinguish very easily. So that is nothing but, it is called as sexual dimorphism. It is called as sexual dimorphism, right? So it is called as, right? Here female is a larger animal when compared to male, right? So that's why, so differentiation of male and female is is done very easily by seeing those animals. So that is called as sexual dimorphism. It is commonly known as. So this is the unique feature of these roundworms, right? Next one is Hermaphrodites. So after this one, Annelida, phylum Annelida. As the name suggests, so Annelida, annular ring-like structures are seen in these animals. Means the body of these animals is segmented, and each segment is known as annular ring-like structure, right? Those are named as metamers. So the best example for this one is earthworm, leech. So these are the best example for annelidans. So in these animals, as you are seeing such kind of ring-like structures, these are commonly known as body segments. These are body segments, right? These are known as body segments. So body is a segmented one, and each ring-like structure is called as annulus ring or annuli. They are commonly known as, and such kind of annuli make the body of these animals. Hence, these are known as annelidans, right? Annelidans. The best example for this one is earthworm, friend of farmer. It is called as. And so earthworm, as you are seeing, the body of these animals is segmented. Each body segment is called as metamer. And these metamers, the arrangement of metamers that take place in the body of these animals, it is called as metamerism. There are two types of metamerism that we come across: true metamerism, false metamerism. That way we go on studying them by elaborating the subject in POC 1, right? So metamers, this is called as. And the unique feature of these animals, another one, in these animals you will come across in Nares, you will find this kind of structures which are locomotory organs, right? These are called as locomotory organs. They are known as these are locomotory organs, parapodia, right? In case of Nares is another example over here, right? In the same way, in case of earthworm, locomotory organ, right? So they are called as setae. It's unique feature in this animal, right? And one more important feature of these annelidans is, so these animals are usually bisexuals. These are bisexuals. These are also known as hermaphrodites. These are also known as hermaphrodites. So bisexual in the sense that both sexes are present in the same animal, right? Both the sexes means male sex organ as well as female sex organ, both are located in the same body. Hence these animals are so bisexuals, right? Or they are also known as hermaphrodites. So this is one unique feature of these animals, right? Remaining animal groups we'll see in the next video. Thank you.